If you've faced struggles since childhood, it's because God chose you. And here's why. Joseph's story proves this. He was betrayed, enslaved, and unjustly imprisoned. To human eyes, his life seemed like a series of misfortunes. But in reality, God was preparing him for the palace. David was anointed king at a young age, but before taking the throne, he spent years in the wilderness, fleeing and fighting. He was called, but he wasn't yet ready to bear the weight of the crown. Every battle shaped him for greatness. Moses, raised among riches and luxury, wasn't immediately sent to free Israel. First, God led him into the wilderness for 40 years. There, he learned humility, obedience, and total dependence on the Lord. Trials are not to destroy you, but to develop you. Many interpret struggles as a sign that they are not called. But in reality, struggles are proof of the calling. The enemy does not attack those who are not a threat, and God does not allow hardships without purpose. Think about this. If God gave you everything you desire before you were ready, could you sustain it? If Joseph had gone straight to the palace without enduring prison, would he have had the wisdom to govern? If David had taken the throne without facing adversity, would he have had the strength to lead? The process is necessary. The mistake many chosen ones make is comparing their journey to the world's. They see the wicked prosper and question, God, but what the world calls success is not what God calls success. Wealth, fame, and status are temporary. Purpose is eternal. God withholds riches from some chosen ones because he knows that wealth without purpose can destroy them. Many reach the top and fall quickly because they were not prepared to sustain the weight of success. If you are waiting, struggling, facing uncertainties, understand this. It is not punishment, it is preparation. Every rejection, every hardship, every battle has a purpose. God is shaping you for something greater. The gifts that show up in childhood, the talents God gives us are not random. They are signs of our purpose. Yet, many do not recognize their gifts or use them for the wrong reasons. From childhood, there are indications of the calling. But the world teaches people to ignore them, focusing only on money and status. Gifts are not just for personal benefit, but for a divine purpose. Samuel, even as a boy, could hear God's voice. This was not something he learned, but something that was in him from the beginning. Solomon, though young, understood that wisdom was more valuable than riches. His heart aligned with God brought him not only wisdom, but immeasurable wealth. Gifts are powerful, but only if they are used correctly. Many talented people spend their lives chasing money, influencing only for personal gain, wasting abilities that could transform lives. A gift that is not used for God will never bring true fulfillment. The world says money is the answer. But how many have achieved success and still feel empty? Because without purpose, all the wealth in the world cannot fill the soul. What are you doing with your gifts? Are you using them for God's glory or just for personal success? Are you recognizing your abilities or ignoring them because they don't fit the world's standards? If you have leadership, a gift to inspire, a mind that sees solutions, a heart that feels compassion, none of it is by chance. God gives gifts because there is a mission designed for them. And the greatest peace does not come from wealth, but from living the purpose for which we were created. The moment of decision, embrace who you are. There comes a moment in the life of the chosen ones when everything starts to make sense. A moment when they realize that their life was never random. That every pain, every experience, every challenge was preparing them for something greater. For some, this revelation comes through a significant event. For others, it happens gradually, like puzzle pieces falling into place. But for all the chosen, the moment arrives when they must decide, embrace the calling or continue running from it. Moses lived in Egypt's luxury, but deep down, he knew there was more. When the time came, he had to choose between remaining in comfort or accepting his mission. Esther was taken to the palace, but when her people needed her, she had to decide, stay silent, or risk everything to fulfill her purpose. The chosen always reach a crossroads, and when they do, they can no longer pretend to be like everyone else. Have you ever felt that? A feeling that the life you're living is not the one you were created for? That money and status were never the real goal? This is the moment that separates those who answer the call from those who ignore it. God does not force anyone. He calls, prepares, gives signs. But in the end, the decision is yours. Many spend years, even a lifetime, delaying this choice out of fear. Fear of losing comfort, fear of the unknown, fear of leaving behind what they've built. But what they don't realize is that when you step into your purpose, everything aligns. The world teaches that success comes from effort and the pursuit of wealth. But in God's kingdom, success comes from alignment. When you walk in purpose, provision finds you. When you say yes to the calling, everything starts to make sense. Now you know, you are not here by accident. If this message has touched your heart, it's because God is speaking to you. The choice is before you. Continue as you are, or embrace the reason you were created. The time is coming, and when it does, the truly chosen ones will no longer remain in the shadows. They will rise. They will lead. They will change the world. If this message spoke to you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Leave a comment and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Sometimes, one word is enough to change a destiny. And before you go, there's another message waiting for you. A video that will take this understanding even deeper. Click on the screen and continue this journey. Your calling is not in the future. It begins now.